is to facilitate the mobility of the international students to the EU. We believe that there are many challenges that should be tackled. The first point I would like to mention is the procedures to come to study in the EU. I can say, and from my experience, that in many European countries, and I give the example of Cyprus, to come and study here, first of all, it's a very complicated procedure. The second point is that is time-taking. It takes too long time to get your papers done. And the third issue is it costs students and their families a lot of money. Sometimes they have to travel to another country to get their documents done. And I can give also the example of the country I come from. During the last 4 years, there is no students coming from Morocco to Cyprus. While before that, we used to have at least 50 to 60 students coming here every year. Why? The answer is simply the procedures became more complicated and it costs more money. So why students would bother to come to Cyprus while they have better opportunities to go somewhere else? The other point is the residence permit in the country when people they come here. In many European countries, when students they go to Europe, they have the chance to get their residence permit for the whole program of their studies in that country. Well, it's not everywhere in Europe, but in many countries. In Cyprus, when you come, usually you get a residence permit of 1 year. Many times it's less. That's first. And the second one is that students, when they come here, if they want to travel to any other European country, for example, for whatever reasons, most of the time, they are told by embassies here that they do not have the right to apply for Schengen visa. I mean, it sounds strange. For some other people, it might sound even a racist statement. For me, that's how I receive it. And other embassies, they say that to apply for Schengen visa, you need to go back to your country and apply from your motherland. And all the embassies, they agree about one thing, is that if you want to travel abroad, you need to have a valid visa for more than 4 months, and your return to Cyprus, it has to be at least 3 months before your pink slip is expired. Well, we have a lot of points to mention here, but thanks to some of the previous speakers that we mentioned some of the points I wanted to mention. But I have some recommendations. For example, here, we do believe that to be more competitive and to attract more students, mainly from developing countries, or like some people they like to call it, third world countries, we suggest to have a standardized admission system around all European countries. We also believe that there should be an equal opportunities of programs of financial support and mobility, such as Erasmus and scholarships. We also believe that there should be a better coordination between stakeholders. And I mean here Ministry of Education, Ministries of Interior, Migration Department, embassies, universities and colleges, and also NGOs representing international students. And also to encourage valuable students to stay and research in Europe. A point before, I think we should not just focus on attracting, let's say, international students to come and study in Europe, but there is a more important point, which is we should first make sure that the students that we have here from the international or from developing countries are satisfied. Because if they are satisfied, they will pass the message to their friends and families, and more students will come. If they are not, they will just pass a negative message which will stop others not to come to Europe. To conclude, dear audience, I believe that in this world, if you are not part of the solution, then you are part of the problem. And I can say that in the past, we have been part of the problem, mainly because we were not involved in any decision taking. I hope that from today, we will be taken in consideration, we will be involved in taking any decisions so that we can move and be part of the solution this time. Before I finish, I want also to stress on one thing. I believe that the purpose of making laws and policies is to facilitate and help the living conditions of people, not for any other reasons. Thank you.